Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Ajit. So in the previous video we have completed a lots of video like we have integrated the login API and the register API. Okay, so what we will do in this video, we are going to do a lots of things in this video, like we will maintain the authentications. You may have remembered that after login also, if I close the application and again I will open, then that will also went to the login screen. Okay, so we don't need that. After login one time, we are not going to in login screen again. Okay, we will do that like after login we will store the user data. Okay, like when the user logging in the application, we will update a flag like we did in the splash screen. We will update one flag that is logged in. If the user will be logged into the applications, then it will become true, and if it will be logged out, then it will become false. Like this we will add some auth actions. Okay, like update login status, update user tokens. We will store the user details and the property is logged in, and also we will update the token, means we are going to also store the token. Fine, then we will use one more Snackbar. Okay, because to display any message, like when we are logged into our system, so there is no message displaying over there, and if any error coming there, so we'll do that. We will create one util file. Okay, there we will create some Snackbar that we may have installed. Okay, we will see that one package there, React Native Snackbar, we will use that. And one more thing, that we will create an interceptor. Okay, so what it will do, that when we are logging in to the applications, then the token will generate, that will store in Axios. So we'll write one interceptor file. So the interceptor will take the token as input, and in every API request, like you may know that some APIs that need some token parameter. Okay, so for that we are not going to pass every time in the API. So we'll set the token authentication to Axios by using interceptor file. So it will automatically take the token as the authentication parameter. Fine. So now let's do the first one, like to maintain authentication. We'll update the user status after login. For that we need to add constant parameters in constant file, and need to write some actions, and also need to write reducers. So let's do that. So now I am opening my project, and also I have run the project. You can see that I have run the project, and this is the Metro server. So if you are facing some issues during the running of the application, so do like what I told you before, to go the Android folder, and there you have to remove the gradle w by this command. Okay, first you need to go inside Android, then need to clean, then need to again run, and also you can do npm install again. Fine. So what we'll do now, we'll create some constants in Redux. Here one. Okay, so like what we did for update onboarding status, so here we'll put two more constants, like export constant update user token. This will be the same thing. So need to write this update. Fine. So if you have remembered about Redux, how it is working, let's see. So let's suppose this is our application. Okay, so here is our application, and inside application, let's say in the login page, we will store the logged in user data, like the token and also the user details, and I told one more flag is logged in. Okay, what we will do here, we will dispatch the action. Okay, like let me show you. We will dispatch the action here in the login screen when user logged in successfully. So we'll dispatch here. We'll dispatch here the action like update user login. Fine. Then what we'll do in action, it will call the reducer. Okay, in the reducer, so let's suppose this is reducer. So what reducer will do, reducer will be communicate to the state, to the global state, whatever in the state. Also we are sending some data in action, so what it will take, it will take the data and the parameters. Okay, let's suppose this will take the data, so it will take the data and it will put in the state. Then after that we can access the data from the state to our application. Okay, like this flow it is working. So here in state all the states are here, like we did in the splash screen. There also we are storing the splash screen details, like in the, you can see that update onboarding status. Okay, here we are storing true or false onboarding status. You can better see in reducer. Okay, here is onboarding disabled, so this is in the auth reducer, and auth reducer is registered here as state name auth. So in a state that is called as auth, so in a state there is a property is auth, and there the auth reducer is stored. So everything related to auth reducer, what will be inside the auth reducer, every state data properties will be stored in auth state only. Okay, so this is how it is working, and constants are only using for to identify the actions, what actions are dispatched. So reducer should know what actions is dispatched, then he can do his job. Okay, so you don't need to worry about this, you can follow this and easily learn. So then we'll take one more constant file for update user access token. Okay, inside that also need to paste the same thing. Okay, done. Then we need to write the actions. So there will be two methods, means two actions, like to update the user login data and to update the token. Fine. So here I will import the two constants. Okay, these two. Then we'll write the actions, like for one will be update user login. So it will store two types of data, like one will be the user object, so whatever user object is coming, like the name, email id. Okay, this information will be stored inside this user. Then one more is logged in, so this will become true when we'll log in again, and this will become false when we are going to log out. Fine. So we'll return here the action as it is the type of update user token to verify in reducer. It will take user as parameter and is logged in as parameter. So need to correct the spell here. Fine. Like this we'll also write for the access token to store that access token, update user access token, and it will take the parameter as access token. Okay, fine. Then inside there we'll return the type as update user. So we did some mistakes, like in the constants. So here we'll replace token with login. Okay, I did the mistake. This is somehow the same I did. Okay, like this one for token, this one for token. So need to change to here update user login, and also here need to import the correct one, that is login, and here also need to put the type as login. Fine. Then here we'll put the update user access token, then in data it will take the access token. Fine. This is somehow equal as access token. Okay, this is somehow equal, means this will do the same task as this. Okay, it will have the property name as access token and its value, like this. We can write this, we can write like this, and also we can write like this. Fine, no issue. So we have done this actions part. Then we'll go to the reducer part in the auth reducer. So what we are going to do, we'll put some state in the initial state. Okay, like is logged in, that we did here, that is coming from here. We'll store here with a initial value that it will initially it will be false. That will be in the state, but initially it will be false. Then also user, we are getting user initially will be empty object, and then one more is access token. It is also initially be empty string because it is a string. So this is we have added the initial state values. Then we'll check here and we'll type. Okay, you can see here we are getting the type, as we have added type here, we are getting from action. So we need to also add the is logged in to take from the action. So we need to add here user, and one more is the access token, because we need to get from the action and we'll store in the state. Fine. Then we'll add some cases here, like if this, first let me import the two constants that we have added. One is the update user login and another is update user access token. So what we'll do, whenever this will be fired, okay, let's suppose this is fired update user logged in, if this will be called in the action, then what we'll do, simply we will return whatever in the state and we'll return the user and is logged in. Fine. So this is somehow same as this, as I told you before. I'm not writing as a key pair value. This is the advantage of ES6. Okay, so this is done. And if the action update user access token is called, and this will be verified as the constant update user access token, and there will return whatever in the state, then the access token. Fine. So we have completed the reducer, and we have completed the redux part. Then need to update the data in the login. Before that, let's check in packagation we have added the Snackbar package or not. Snackbar, yeah, we have added React Native Snackbar. If you have not installed, then please install it by npm i React Native Snackbar. So what I will do now, I will create one util file. So we have not any utils folder here, so we'll create one folder as utils, and we'll add one package.json file, as we are not going to import, we will use the absolute path, like as we'll give the name as direct utils. Fine. We can access the files whatever in the utils by this util/. Then we'll create the snackbar file here. So I will give the name as snackbar.js, and inside that, actually in this snackbar we need two files, like one is snackbar and one for the toast message. So let's see inside the package, is toast installed? Yes, React Native simple toast is installed. So if I have not installed, check in your packagation and install it by npm i React Native simple toast. So I have installed, so we'll import, like import toast from React Native simple toast, and then we'll import Snackbar from React Native Snackbar. Okay, got it. So we have imported these two files, and we will export two methods here, and we'll access them, one for the snackbar and one for the toast. So I will export two method here, and we can use in every files wherever it required, like export constant show snackbar, and there will take some parameters, so like the message, whatever message in the snackbar, so that will be dynamic. and then type. There will be two types of the Snackbar, one for the errors and one for the informations. Like errors means if some API error is coming, that will display as red color, and if some info means login success, register success, like this message is coming, then will display as in regular black color. So like this. So this is we assigned is as info, means if we will not pass any type, then it will default take info. So this is the default value we gave for type. Then we'll use snackbar.show. So this is the method that is coming from the Snackbar, and it taking parameter first for text it will take the message, and there is a duration. So what will be the duration of the Snackbar? Will show as a short, will display a short span of time, okay, length short. And then we'll do the background color. Okay, I will add the background color. So before that we need to check if it is a error type, then we'll add the color as black, means F00. So F means red as RGB, red, green, blue, and else we'll add black 000. Fine. So this is completed. Then we'll do same as like toast. We'll export one more function here, export constant show toast. Okay, and message. So we'll display only message here in toast. So we are displaying message inside toast. So I will take message and will display in toast, and inside that I will write toast dot. So same functions like Snackbar, toast as having same function, and don't need to, this is taking only the parameter message, and also duration taking, we don't need to give durations as it is optional, so we'll give only message here. Fine. So we have completed these two functions. Then we'll use inside login. So let's go inside login page. We'll go inside login, and there when we are calling the API here on submit. Okay, so before that need to import these methods. We will display only Snackbar here, so I will import the Snackbar functions from this one. So Snackbar I will import here from utils. So this is inside the utils package, and then need to add Snackbar.js as the file name is Snackbar.js. Okay, so I will copy this one. So Snackbar, and what we'll do when we'll get the error. So here we will show the message as we have console here. I will take this one error.response because the message is coming inside error.response.data.message. Okay, then for the type, okay, there we have two parameter for type will be error because it is a error one. So let me confirm as we have done error like this here. Yeah, okay, fine. And also need to here also show Snackbar means successfully logged in. So same also need to do in register. So I will save this one and will go inside register in the index.js. We'll put here, and also need to import. So what I will do, I will copy here how we have imported. I'm not going to write the same things. Okay, so here in the register, when we are successfully registering in the response, what we'll do, we will display a alert message like you have successfully registered, go and log in. Then there will be one button, and that button will redirect to login. For that there is having one alert in the React Native. Let me show you. I am searching here alert. React Native, and it is coming from React Native package. You can see, okay, we'll use this package. So I'm going to code, and here in the React I will import alert. Okay, then I will go down here. I will type alert dot alert. You can see alert having one function alert. So alert is imported from React Native. Fine, spelling is okay. Alert, okay, fine, no issue. Then inside that we need to first parameter as empty, because it is taking a title, so we don't need any title, only need to display the message, so I'm keeping it as empty. Then message will be response dot message, because inside response a message is coming. Okay, so this is the second parameter, and the third parameter will be one button. So will it taking as object, because it can be an array of buttons, means many buttons for okay, cancel. So we'll type the text of the alert button will be like okay, and we'll give one on fresh event here. When it will be clicked, then it will be redirected to login. So I will type here navigation, navigate to login. Okay, got it. So we have completed so far. So now let's check in our application. So let me open this. Okay, also I am one more thing, I am using visor here, because I am mirroring the device whatever running in my mobile phone I am using here. So it is a Mac application that is available for Mac only. So now I will give the credential here, then password will be something like this. Let me log in. You can see that unauthorized user means the login details is not right. So what I will do, I will create one more account here, Ajit, and the email ID as this one. Will put the password as this, then I will click here register. Okay, you can see that account created successfully, please log in. So I will click here, and if I will try with the same account to log in, let's see what happens here. Yeah, email ID is already registered with us, login to continue. Fine, so it is working fine. Then we'll change this email ID here to this one, then we'll log in. Yeah, successfully logged in. But now if I will close this application and I will again open the applications here, so it will again ask for login. Okay, so we have written the Redux part, so need to only call the action. So we'll go inside login, and in the below we need to wrap this into Redux. So we'll connect to the Redux by using the function Redux connect, that is coming from React Redux. Then inside the connect it will take two parameters we will give, and will wrap it is here. Okay, so it is nothing but using the concept of higher order components. So it is giving some parameter here. So here we are wrapping the login with this connect. So it is taking some properties from connect to login. So we'll create two functions here, as I told you before. Like one is map state to props, whatever in the state will be mapped as props. Okay, so Redux is very useful. Like one case, let's suppose you are in one component or one page, you want to update from here login, and that will be updated in this about page. So it can do easily by using the Redux. So if you are not using any state management, so it is so difficult to do this task. Then one more function, that is a constant map dispatch to flops. So whatever will be the functions here will be dispatched, means the actions will be dispatched here, and it will be give one dispatch property, dispatch not dispatch. Okay, fine. Then inside that it is taking as objects, and what we will return to the props in this function, in this component, in this page. One will be the user. So where we will take the user, will take user inside the state, and there is one more, the auth, and then we'll take user, because it is in the auth reducer. We have put the user inside auth. Okay, you can see here all. Okay, and we have included auth reducer in index.js, means the main, that is the root reducer, as auth. So we need to put the name as auth. So inside state there is a state called auth, and he has a property user, so we need to use this. Then we'll return is logged in. Is the user is logged in. It may not be used in logged in. We'll just test it is working or not. Later we will remove this is logged in, because we don't need here. Then we'll copy the user login as we have let's see what is the name. Yeah, this one. This is the actually I am looking for the spelling. So if it will be incorrect, then it will not work. So this is inside state.auth.is logged in. Fine. Then we'll return two functions here. So then we'll return two actions as props. So before that we need to import the auth action. So in here we need to import this auth action. So this is the action name, package name. We'll copy at action. Okay, then inside here we'll import whatever inside the auth actions, everything as auth actions, and that will come from at action slash auth actions. So it is a good practice to you import the files like this, auth actions .js. So it is a JS file, need to mention also. Then below we will put two actions, as we need two actions to update the user login data, and one for the update user access token. So I will take two parameters, two functions, okay, as update user login, and this will take two parameter, one is user and one is logged in. Then it will dispatch the function. Whenever it will be called, it will dispatch to the function we have written in the auth actions. So here need to put dispatch, and it will dispatch the auth actions. Inside auth actions there is the function, need to check what was the function. This one, update user login, it will call, and also the user object and the is logged in status it will take. So inside login need to put this function, and need to put the user and is logged in. Okay, so what it will do, that it will, these functions will be passed in the props. We can get from here in the props, and in the props will pass these two parameters, and internally it will dispatch the functions that we have did in the auth actions. So it will take the user property and the is logged in status, whatever coming here, and it will dispatch this function, and it will connect to the reducer, and then the data will finally be stored in the state. Okay, like this it is working. So then one more function also need here, that is update user access token. Got it? So it will only take the token as parameter, and let me check the function name here in the auth action, that is update user access token. I am copying this one, and I will dispatch here that is auth actions dot this function, and it will take the parameter only token, and it will then dispatch this action, then it will connect to the reducer, and as it will store then to the state. Fine. Then we'll put here the two parameter, that is one state map state to profs, and the second one is map dispatch to profs. Then one more thing, that there is a concept, we need to verify the types these are coming to the profs, means we will put some prop types, this will receive in the profs, but let us give some types, as it is a user, it is object, so this is a boolean type, and this is the function, so we need to verify it. So we will take the function name as login, whatever the page name, function name, and here need to write prop types as this, like this, and it will take as a object, and we are getting this. First we'll copy this one user and we'll paste it here, and it is a type, so then we need to import the prop type here. So that is a pre-built package in coming with React Native, so we need to import only that one, that is import prop type from prop types. Okay, then here only need to give the types, prop types, so let's put one s here, prop types. Okay, and below we'll also add s, as it is a name imported as prop types, so it will be also as prop types, and it is a type of object, so we'll add object, and it is required. Then is logged in, it is also a type of bool, and it is taking as bool, means boolean, there is no a boolean in here, so it is taking as bool, and it is also required. Then update user login, this one is a function, so need to write prop type dot function, so this need to be this func, not function. Okay, and it's required. And one more parameter, that will be update user access token, and this will be also the type as func, means function is required. Fine. So now what we'll do, whenever we'll get the response from the login API, we'll store the user, and before that we need to take these parameters from the props. So I will take here props, so whatever coming from the props, and I will write here constant from, we will take the props as whatever we required, like one is coming update user login, and another is coming update user access token, and also user, and also is logged in. Got it? So only we need to call here the function, means it will internally dispatch the user login function that we have written in the actions. Okay, auth actions. So need to pass here the response, whatever response is coming we'll store here, and we'll give is logged in. You may have remembered that this is taking two parameters, one is user and another is logged in. You can see below this one. Okay, then we'll take this one also here, we'll dispatch the user update update user access token, and it will take the token that is coming from the response dot token. Got it? Fine. So now after we'll console the user property as it is working or not. So I will type log and press enter to get the console syntax here, and we will take user coming from state, and we'll print here user, and also is logged in, coming from state, that it will be is logged in. And also you can take access token, and I am not going to pass access token here because I am if this tool will work, access token also there may be storing. We will use that later, no need to worry. So I am saving whatever I have completed here. You can save by save all. So now I will open Visor and I will put the email ID that I have registered, and you can see that I'm clicking here and the text input is not coming. Okay, you can see that only here will come, and let's check some other way, and here not coming, only here is coming. So what we need to do, so let's go inside the login here, and where is the password field, we will check login, and it should be for this one. Okay, so what I did is that I did border width 2. So let's check the output. You can see that, so the input field only taking this much space, so that's why it is not working. And in input field of email it is working, but we have added some extra styles to password, so it is not working. So need to give this as a full width. So let me write here as width. Before that need to write, so let me write here as a width will be, let's suppose 95%. Now let's see, yeah, so let give it as 93. Okay, and now remove the border width here. Okay, border I just used to check how much length it is taking. Yeah, it is working now fine as expected. Now I will put the password here and I will log in, and it is logged in. So now let's check the console, means the Metro server console, and need to go down, and you can see that user coming is empty. So what we will do, we will console this inside this screen, means the tab screen, the home screen. So what I will do here, I will copy here map to state first, so and then I will go inside the home, and here I will paste it here, then I will connect here with the Redux, and then inside that I will put the home, and I will first map state to profs, and also the map dispatch to profs. This inside login I will copy and paste it here, and this will take as dispatch. And also we don't need to do anything here for the moment. I will keep it as empty, and then I will import, not needed. So then I will console the props. So now I am not going to give the props type, because we are not only checking what is coming here. So inside the use effect you can see that it is imported. I will print the props. Okay, now I'm saving the project, and you can see here I got one message that map dispatch to props in connect must return a plain object. So what I will do, I will return a plain object here as this. Okay, fine. So now check, and you can see that props, so it will be better display. So if we are going to display inside the Chrome, means in the Chrome console, so what you need to do, you can check the device as you can see that I am checking the device and I got these options, and you can click here debug. Okay, and the same thing you can do here in the Metro server. You have to only press D. Okay, and it will be shown here. Then I will select here debug, and you can see that it opened the develop tools. Okay, then we'll go inside console, and I'm taking the visor here, and the application is again started. So now it is coming to login, so I will put it here inside side of this, and I will open the visor. Then I will skip it here. Yes, skip, we have not given any thing here. So what I will do, I will go inside login, and in skip, okay, what I will do that I will, when it will be pressed, we will navigate to home, navigation.navigate. So let's see in the auth stack, navigation auth stack, what is the name? Yeah, it is as a home, so I will navigate to home. Okay, now I am clicking skip here, and it should go. Why it is not going? Is it saved? Yes, it is saved. Let's see touchable opacity coming where? It is coming from React Native. It should work. Why don't it working? Yeah, it is working. Now we'll display in the console. You can see that in the Chrome console it is coming the props, and inside the props there is a user, and the user having these informations. Also we are getting the token in the user, and also the status is become true. Fine. So now we can do whatever we want, like if it is logged in, then we will directly transfer to the directly send to the home screen without sending to the login. So for that, what we'll do, we need to do something inside the splash screen, because splash screen coming first, then whatever is loading means the login. We have used login as default. After the splash screen, we need to check it here, we need to change it here. So what I will do, I will take everything from here, I will copy, okay, and I will go to the splash screen, and there I need to paste it here, and also need to wrap in connect, means to connect with the Redux, and need to put inside a bracket, and here I will pass these parameters, map state to props and map dispatch to props. Okay, fine. So one more thing we need here, okay, that is the access token, because we will do later. After this we will do, means we will set the token to the Axios Interceptor, so that's why we need. So what is the name? Let me check what was that access token name in the reducer, in the auth reducer. Let's check, it may be there. Yeah, it is here, access token. And then I will go to the home, and here also I will paste it as this, and state dot auth dot same one. Okay, fine. Then also I need to give the props types, and that I will take from the login, because I don't want to write again the same things. So I'm coming to home, sorry, I'm coming to splash screen, yeah, this one. Then I will paste it here, and I need to check this to splash screen, login to splash screen, and these two are not required here, and we need access token, and I will paste it here. Okay, fine. So let me save all the things here, and also we need to import the props types. So I will import here prop type from prop types. Fine. So then we'll do here, we'll take the props, everything from the props, then we will take the props data, means we will destructure whatever is coming inside this. So here coming the user logged in status, so only we need user logged in status, so we may not need the user, we will remove them later. So we need is logged in, and we need access token. Fine. So then we have the use effect. Let console it here. Is it working or not? I'm writing here access token inside splash screen. Okay, I'm saving the project, and now let me close. And also we have using the Google console. Make sure that you have using here this, because every log will be displayed here. So I will clear all the logs, and I will again open the project here, and the splash screen is loading, and you can see that access token is not coming. Yeah, I need to put access token here. What I'm doing? Okay, so I need to again start the application. Yeah, you can see that token is inside the splash screen. It is working fine. So what I will do is I will check here. So if it is logged in, means if the user is logged in, okay, I will go inside the home, else will go inside login. So I will put it here as home. Fine. So I will save everything I saved, and now let's check. It should go inside the home screen instead of login screen. So I'm again opening the application. Let's see what is happening. Yeah, token is coming, and then we need also to reduce some time here, because it's taking so much time in this splash screen. We will see what we can do. Yeah, it is now working fine as expected. So now we have completed two things, like the authentication and the Snackbar things, two things. Okay, so now the time is to create one interceptor for Axios. Okay, whenever the page will load, the interceptor will set an token to the Axios, and also we can handle the errors in the interceptor globally. Means if the token will be expired, we can check that if token is expired, we will navigate to the login. Okay, and the main task is to set the token in the Axios. So what I will do, I will create one interceptor inside utils. So I'm opening here utils, and here I will create one file, that is set token interceptor. Okay, .js. Fine. Then inside that we will import Axios, as we need Axios because we will set the token inside Axios. From Axios, and then we will take the Snackbar, because we need to display some messages. Okay, so Snackbar from the package name was utils. Okay, slash snackbar.js. Fine. Then here we will export one function that we will use inside the login and in the splash screen. Okay, splash screen also we need to put, means we need to set every time the application will open, if there is logged in, then we'll set the token there also. So basically we will set the interceptor in 2 times, after login and when our application is starting. Okay, so here I will type export constant set token interceptor. Okay, fine. So this is a function. So we need 2 parameters here. One is data, because we will pass the user here, and inside the user will take the token. So we'll pass the data as an empty object, then we'll pass set Axios, set login. set token. Okay, if set token will true, then we are going to set the token. So as it is the default will be true, because every time we need to set the token when application starting and after the login. And here we will check if set token, if it is true, then we will set in Axios dot defaults dot headers. So inside the Axios there is a one defaults, you can see inside that. If I am going here by pressing, so in window you have, in window or Ubuntu you have to press control, and by pressing control you have to select this, and in Mac you have to press command and you have to press this by pressing. Okay, you can see that we have defaults, and inside that we should have one header here, defaults, and this is the Axios request config. We will go inside this, we will go inside Axios request config, and inside the Axios config it is interface. There is a headers, we will put inside headers. Okay, so you may know that every HTTP request that taking the header, so we will set the default headers here as common. This is the common header, will be authorization, whatever the name is. So in our case, in the backend it is authorization, whatever the key means, whatever the header. So this is the authorization. Then we'll concatenate the token, means the bearer token inside this we will put inside this. So we will add bearer. Okay, bearer means token taking as bearer. First we need to put bearer, then we'll concatenate the token as data dot token. Fine. Okay, also we can concatenate in ES6 way like this, the tilde operators, and we just need to take out these things, and we will take the dollar, the curly braces, inside that we need to put only this also finds. And this is for the interceptor things. Then what we will do, we will take one parameter here, means if it is true, means if it will be true, we will check the global response. Okay, means that may be the error and that may be the true, that may be the success response. So we will do like, we will use global response is equal to true. By default it will be true. Okay, then here if it will be true, that is the GB response, then we will check the interceptors. So inside Axios interceptors, actually this will use the interceptors, because we are taking whatever the response means, so every response we can check. Okay, interceptor dot response, we will check the response, what is the response, it may be the error and may be the success one dot use. Okay, then there we will return one function that will take the response. This is for the success response and it will return response. Okay, then if it is true, if it is success, then it will return the response. Then if some error is coming, okay, we will catch it here like errors. Later we will match what is the status code for the token expired, and there we will if the token will be expired, we can check the status code well like this and will navigate to other screens. Okay, so here we'll display the global errors, error dot response dot status. If status of the error is 409, okay, we will show the error here, error dot response dot data. If message is there, it will display. Okay, fine. So later will I may, this 409 may be for the token expired. Okay, let me check. .409 status code. Okay, if If the 409 will be for the token expired, then we will move to the login screen. Fine. So we have created this one. Then we need to set only in the splash screen and the login screen. So we have created this function. So we need to use this inside the splash screen and the login screen. So I will go first in the login screen, and after the login successful, here we will use, before that need to import that import from, that will also come from the utils. Okay, then the file name was set token interceptor .js. Got it? Then after the login we will set it here, and it will take the response as a user data, and it will be true. To set the data we don't need to pass also, because of the to set the token in Axios also we don't need to pass true, because the second parameter was true by default. Okay, we don't need to pass it is true. Wherever it is not needed, okay, wherever it is not needed we can pass as false, or what, wherever it is not needed you can pass as false. And if you are checking some other things, means if you are putting some other things here, then it will be work. Okay, for globally. Then the same things we will put inside the splash screen. I will go to the splash screen and I will put here. Okay, we need to put here, but we need to check some conditions here. If the user is logged in, then we will only set the token, because if the user is not logged in, then there will be no token. So we need to check that one first, then we'll set. So here what I will do, I will check if user is logged in. Okay, then we will only set the token, and here we are getting the user data. Yeah, we are not getting the user data, so here I am getting, so need to take it here. We don't need the access token, that's why I removed access token from here, and we'll pass user as it is. Then we'll take this import thing for interceptor and we'll paste it here. Okay, fine. So if the user is logged in, then we're setting the, okay, fine. So now I'm saving the project, and now let's check it is working or not. And for later we'll call some API, and there we'll check if token is going or not. You can see here, you can see that it is working fine now. Okay, fine. So in the next video what I will do, for those who are creating the backend also, then we will create the news APIs. Okay, there will be 2 to 3, maybe 3 endpoints, like to create the news, to update the news, to delete the news. Okay, and to fetch the, means there are CRUD operations of the news will be there, and then after that we'll display all the news here, and also for carousel. Okay, because in our application there was a carousel. Okay, we will do that, not an issue. So let's meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.